It's you and me, no place I'd rather be. Ding dong, hello, let's make this house a home. Welcome to the Spencer and Sarah's house.
Hello.
How are you doing, Spencer?
I'm doing okay. I had a few crash outs this week, but you know what?
Me too.
Oh God. I had this thing happen where I had two outpatient procedures on the same day back in November. And they'd billed me for a copay, which I had paid like months ago. And then what day was that? I think it was like Wednesday. I came back home and there was a bill in the mail for over $1,000. It was almost rent, like the amount I pay in rent from the anesthesiologist. And I was like, what the hell? Because I couldn't even get the procedure until my insurance approved it, and I had to get them to approve anesthesia to be put under for these things. So I was like,
Yeah.
I know this is wrong. So like I had a total breakdown. And like had to call my insurance, who had to call the hospital, and they were just like, oh yeah, I still don't even fully understand what the problem is, but I think it was just basically like, we didn't have your info, so assumed you had no insurance and just billed you. And I was like, you guys, how can that be? So it's fine. I don't have to pay it, but it was just
That's
like,
good.
I'm gonna crash the fuck out. Because also, like, what about people who aren't thinking about it and are just like, I guess I'll just pay it? This is what, you're out $1,000, you didn't need to be out? Like, it's just,
Yeah.
it just drove me so fucking nuts. And I was like, I can't stomach this anymore.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it.
Absolutely.
But otherwise I'm okay. I had a really interesting D&D thing happen. It would just remind me how much I love D&D, and like anything can happen. So we're doing this campaign, and I'm playing a monk, and we were like in this weird dimension. I don't even know. We were like, what are we gonna do? Because it was like basically emptiness. And we were like, we'll just walk around. And I had like made the lore so that my monk was like a part of like a monastery that like what's the word? It's like they're like, I guess for lack of a better, I can't think of what the word I'm thinking of right now, but they like worship Tyr, or like look to Tyr. Tyr is their person, god, whatever. And so like as a throwaway, right? I'm just being in character. I was like to the to the DM, I'm like, I'm gonna just throw up a prayer to Tyr and be like, please show us the way. She was like, do you do that? And I was like, yes. And she's like, okay, roll for me. And I was roll a religion check, and I was like, what? And it like totally got us out of it. Like, it was crazy. Like, it was like a whole 30 minutes of me being like, okay, I'm gonna put these incense things down, and like just like, because I didn't really like build out the religion or the rituals in it, or follow anything from the D&D book. I was just kind of like, this is my general, because I didn't think it'd be that important, but I did want some type of background for him.
Yeah.
And so I was like flying by the seat of my pants, like coming, okay, so now we're gonna do this, and now we're gonna do this. And it worked. And I was like, what the fuck? And she's like, I literally built this world kind of based on religion and myths and whatnot, and like none of you have done any religious stuff.
Hell yeah.
But it was like so funny, because like it was like a throwaway to me. I was just doing it to have something to say in our conversation, and the fact that it became like how we escaped the dimension, I was like, I love D&D. Like like things you didn't think would ever matter, or like, because also like, what if I hadn't said that? Were we just gonna wander around there the rest of the session? Like,
Yeah.
just like, I just love D&D so much.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I don't know. It was a week of highs and lows.
Yeah. Fair. Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, my shoulder is in so much pain from sleeping on it incorrectly, but it's okay. We just gotta give it some time to rest. I feel like I felt like really heavy this past week, just with like everything going on in the world, and then work has been like also 1,000% like pushing, and I'm like, this is too much. So yeah, I've just been like kind of gripping on and trying to hold on for the time being.
Same.
But yeah. Yeah, I think there's like, because I'm getting ready, I'm like finally packing up to move and stuff, and Robin is like living at their new place, but is still like slowly moving things. So there's a lot of like upheaval, just like energetically in the space, and that's
Mm.
been like taking out a lot more energy from me than I expected. So I'm like trying to like balance, like allow myself to feel my feelings while also trying to like keep doing what I want to do at the same time. So
Yeah.
yeah, just hanging on.
It's a good way to put it. Just hanging in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling like emotionally exhausted as well. Like I'm
Yeah.
it's draining just to wake up here and like open the news.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. Yeah. Yeah. It's like yeah, I feel tired and like hanging on in the sense of like there's a lot happening in the world and also like personally. It's just like what the
Yes.
fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Baby. But
Agreed.
you know, we have each other. We have our loved ones.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So,
Oh yes. I did I finished Haikyuu this weekend.
I haven't seen the last like season arc. So
Yeah.
don't tell me.
I won't. It's good. There's films as well, and um the next like part of the story is a film.
Mm.
So I have to watch that next. I think there's like 4 films that like were interspersed between seasons, so I got to watch all those now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. I love it. It's so good.
I'm so happy for you. Yeah. IQ is just like the perfect escape.
It really is. It gets me so amped. Like the way they can drag out one single game for 10 episodes is just wild to me. And like
Yeah.
I get so amped up when you start to like just with all the plays and when you get near the end of like a match, you're like, go please, and it's like I get so intense. It's so funny.
What are you gonna watch now?
I think I'm gonna do Jujutsu Kaisen just because I had started that one previously, and I think that one is like it's like a classic one that'd be nice to like get in my brain and like understand the references from
Yeah.
that show. So
This is
yeah.
a perfect time to watch it too because the newest season is starting to air. So, but
Oh,
they're like
yeah.
they release how do they do it? It's like I think the first 4 episodes are out in Japanese and then they just released the second episode in English. So you can
I
kind of
see.
like I think it's like the English one is like a week or two behind, but it's like the
Yeah.
perfect time because you can binge all of it and then go straight into the new season.
Perfect.
But there is a particular watch order you should do it in. So I'll
Oh.
send it to you because there's movie. Is it a movie? I think there's
Oh.
one movie, and then it's like the prequel to the first season was made later.
Okay.
I don't know. There's like a whole order you need to watch it in, but
Cool.
I'll figure it out and send it to you. It's so good.
Perfect. Yay! I'm
Literally
excited.
so incredible.
Yay!
Yeah, Johanna and I watched that together. We watched it on Discord together, and oh my god, she's read the manga, so she already
Ooh.
knows what's going to happen, and I just sit
Yeah.
there going, "What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
I'm
Wow,
excited.
you're not ready. It's gonna be such a
Yeah.
pivot from Haikyuu. It's so
It is. Yeah. I just need to feel something.
You're gonna feel something. A lot of somethings. Anger,
Yeah.
sadness, betrayal,
Yeah.
fleeting moments of happiness. Mm. Yeah, that one's good. Also, we're really liking Apothecary Diaries right now too. If you want
That's
to
on
watch
my
something
list.
like more upbeat on the side,
Yeah.
and the same person who plays, you'll know him when you watch it, Gojo in Jujutsu Kaisen is also like the male lead love interest in Apothecary Diaries.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's so. I'm shook right now. God, you're gonna have such a good time watching JJK.
Yeah.
God.
I think I'd seen the first season and maybe started the second, but it's been like a year since I had started, so I'm
Just
excited to
start
start
over.
fresh. Yeah.
Start
I will. Oh,
over.
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't wait.
God, it's so good. Yeah, I want to rewatch it because like the way the new season started, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't remember anything that happened suddenly. Like, there's just like a lot going on immediately. I
Yeah.
was like, oh. God, it's so good.
Hell yeah. I'll come
And
back
you
with
should watch Fruits
reports.
Basket. That's another good one too.
Oh, Fruits Basket. Let me add
Watch the
that to my
newer
list.
one. There's like two. There's like one they made, I don't know, 90s, early 2000s, and then they remade it within the last 4 years. I would think. Watch the newer one.
Okay.
It's good.
Aye,
Aye, Captain.
aye.
Amazing. God. What else? What else? I have started watching the new season of Bridgerton.
Ooh, yeah, I haven't started yet. I'll have got like a month before, or a few weeks before I've seen it.
Okay. I've watched the first 2 episodes. I think the first 4 are out. It's already so different. Like, I feel like it's like kind of a darker story in a way. Like, I just feel like so many bad, like, it's got like a, I don't know, usually has such like a soapy tone, you know what I mean? Whereas this one I'm like, oh dang, like the shit's going down.
Hell yeah.
But I'm liking it so much already.
Hell yeah. I'm debating rewatching the third season because I think I binged it. I just don't really remember anything that happened because I felt like that one was it was a rough storyline, so I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised because in the books it's flipped. Like, if they were following the book order, Benedict should have been season 3, and then Colin and Penelope should have been season 4.
Yes.
I don't understand why they flipped it the way they did, but
yeah.
my ranking still is like season 2 I think is the best one.
Yeah.
Then I would say season 1, although it has a special place in my heart because it's like, you know, it's the first season. You're just like, oh. Yeah. And then season 3 was,
it was okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Season 4 though, it also feels like the writing is different. Like, I feel like the scenes are so much longer. Like, usually I feel like the pace is very dead-end. Like, they kind of keep it consistent, but I feel like this one you're kind of sitting in it for longer, and you're just like, oh damn.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Nice.
Yee.
Hell yeah. You mentioned when we were recording Music Corner that you'd seen Promising Young Woman.
So I don't know. I like watch. So okay, I went to a Galentine's Day event yesterday, and that was what we were doing, is watching it for Galentine's.
That's amazing. I both love it and hate it at the same time.
Right? Honestly, it's a move. It's a move, and I loved the move. It was.
It's one of my favorite films.
Yeah, because I feel like it's the perfect mix of like, you feel so rageful, but also it's such a satisfying ending. So you're like,
yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah.
But yeah, so we watched, and I was like watching it being like, I remember the first half of this movie. I don't remember the last half.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'd actually seen it all the way through, or if I did, I didn't remember. But like, yeah, watching it last night, I was just like, oh, it's just so incredible. I just forgot how good it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like it should be required watching for everybody.
I agree. Oh, yeah. It's so, like, I love films that are all about, like, feminine rage. Is, like, if it just satisfies something, and the way they did that was just so good. And it's, like, it's just so important.
Yeah. I've been stewing on it, too, and I still don't know how or what exactly my thought on it is, but I think there's a significance to it starts with the rage and the revenge, and then in the middle of the movie she makes the decision of, I'm gonna let it go and move on and sort of let this idea of romance and whatnot happen, right?
Yeah.
And try to be trusting. And you know, it's interesting, I feel sometimes the feminine rage thing is made fun of, you know, and I like that the film said, okay, sure, we'll explore what it would be like if you didn't feel that then, and tried to just like not ignore,
Yeah.
but
Like move on or whatever.
yeah, and then for it to come back the way it did, and her to say, I can't let it go. It's just gonna keep happening.
Yeah.
I I appreciate it. Gave it that chance and said, okay, maybe it could be like this. Maybe it is like this for people, and that's great. But you
Yeah.
know, it for a lot of people, it comes back to this, or like you're going to experience it. It's yeah, it's just an interesting commentary, and I don't quite know what I'm trying to say about it, but I appreciated the way it all played out. Also, I forgot Max Greenfield is in that.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
we were all laughing at that scene because we were just like, all we hear is Schmidt. Like,
Yes.
I can't like separate.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
She got good. And Carrie Mulligan, oh my god, is that her last name? I can't remember, but she is so phenomenal enough. Everyone is.
Yeah.
And Jennifer Coolidge, because I feel like she's kind of been like shooed into a corner a bit acting. Not that that's, I mean, she's capitalizing on it, so good for her, but it was like so different. Just like she was so different in it, and I was like,
yeah.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, it's just, God, it's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
That was wild. It was wild.
It's good. Yeah.
Looked good. But yeah, a really funny Galentine's Day movie to watch.
Yeah, that really is. It's a choice.
It's a choice.
It is a confident choice.
I think it's a great, like, it was great. It's a great choice. Yeah. Also, the music is so good. That scene of her walking up to the cabin with the, like, string version of Toxic playing was, like, peak cinema. I said, whoever made this shot is a genius. Oh, and we were watching it because that director, Emerald Fennell?
Oh, Fennell, yeah.
Fennell is doing Wuthering Heights, and we were talking about that, and, like, how is that going to be? You know, there's a lot of controversy around it. I've never read the book.
Neither have I.
Read it first.
I feel like I want to as well.
Yeah, some people are like, you should watch it and then read it, you know? And I have had that experience where, like, you watch something and then you read the book and it's, like, better. But I've also had, like, times where I've read the book first and then watched the movie and it's either been, like, okay or just, like, a letdown. So I'm like, I don't think it matters. Just, I'm gonna read it first. But, yeah, everybody's worried because, I guess it's just, like, again, I haven't read the book, so I don't know. But people have a lot of opinions on it. I watched an interview with her, though, where she was like, the reason it's in quotations is because it's, like, my interpretation of it. Like, I guess sort of how Guillermo del Toro was like, this is my adaptation of Frankenstein. I'm not doing it necessarily per the actual original story. But it's like, does that... What am I trying to say? I guess the argument is, like, is that... Like, I don't think adaptations are bad, but if you ignore certain parts of the source material, does it become problematic? I don't know.
Yeah.
So I need to read the source material to have an opinion, I think.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. I see a lot of like different posts on social media that are like upset about it, and I'm like, which is totally valid and fair. But I was like, I have no context, so I don't actually know.
Yeah.
Spencer and Sarah's House can be listened to on all podcast streaming platforms as well as watched on YouTube. You can find Spencer and Sarah on Instagram and TikTok at @SASHousePod, S-A-S Housepod. For bonus content like our Book Corner episodes, you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/SASHousepod. Thanks for listening and supporting us. Now back to the episode.
The other thing, too, I've been thinking about this a lot since Marty Supreme, is art is just an opinion, right? Media, art, everyone's gonna have their own opinion, and it's like, there's a part of me that when I read reviews for like books or movies or TV, I'm like, there's no point in reading this review because I'm going to come in with my own context, my own experience, and I might not agree with this at all and think you're full of shit, or I might be like, yeah, you're totally on the nose. And it's like, I think people forget, like, it's not the end all be all, right?
Yeah.
You're allowed to disagree with something. It's okay. You're not allowed to you're allowed to not like something or like something, I guess, too. Yeah. Art is all, you know.
Definitely.
It's
I
all other
agree.
people's interpretation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it because our acting teacher has this philosophy of like, you don't make the character, the audience does, because
Mm,
they're viewing
yeah.
you from that place, right?
Yeah.
And like, it's just interesting to me. Like, I wonder if that applies for all forms of art, right? Like, you as an artist, if like say you're a painter, right? You could make
Hmm.
it with like a painting with this particular thought or feeling, but someone else is going to look at it and be like, oh, this is making me think or feel this and I hate it now, you know. It's
Yeah.
just like once
Yeah.
it's out there, it's out of your control.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of like musicians that talk about once they release their album, it's not theirs anymore. It's the listeners because they're gonna turn it into whatever they perceive it as, I guess. So yeah.
Right. And it's interesting when we were just doing music corner and I was talking about how like I like looked up that interview and I look up the annotations for stuff. Sometimes I feel like, is that right of me to do, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because like, should I be experiencing it from my own lens? But there's a part of me that's like, I like knowing the context of why you put it out here, because then I'm
Yeah.
trying to understand it from your perspective sometimes, not necessarily mine. I don't know, because
Yeah.
I don't think of it that way in a way. Like, sometimes I think of it of like, it's your art you're putting out there. Why did you do that? I
Yeah.
guess. And if
Yes.
it makes me feel
Yeah.
a certain way, I almost feel like I have to separate that for some reason. But also, I don't know if that's the right way to do things.
I get it. I was which we could probably talk about later, but I've gotten into K-pop listeners and I've been listening to Stray Kids and I've been obsessively watching music videos and there's this one music video with just two of the members called Red Light or Red Lights and it's the most sexual music video I've ever seen. Two band members singing it and like singing to each other and I was like chains are involved and I was like what is like I don't I was like what's happening? I was like what is the song? I was like cuz I'm perceiving something that like it's good. It's a really good song, really good music video, but I was like interesting. And then I like looked I was like I just had to look into like why is the song? I was like sort of look I had to look at comments to be like are other people thinking the same thing I'm thinking? And then someone said that I guess the the song comes off as like very sexual, but it was more about like their relationship to work and like loving work so much and being addicted to it that's like a sexual fantasy or whatever and I was like that makes so much more sense and I was
Ah,
like I'm glad to know that because now I'm like oh that makes it even better in a way because I thought at first I was like this is just an interesting song we're doing I guess it is funny.
yeah. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm just thinking about it lately and like having opinions on media and art and stuff. And like, does it make sense to have your own and put it out there and see if other people are agreeing? Does it make sense to view it from the artist's perspective? Does it make
Yeah.
sense to care what anyone's saying at all? Like, yeah, I'm just wondering about it lately, especially because like, so I'm trying to, okay, so I've made my page, I'm on page bound now for books and whatnot. And one of the so they do these like quests or like read
Mm-hmm.
alongs or stuff and you get like badges depending on like how many books in this quest you read or like if you read from this particular read along and like I love an incentive. I love having a little badge in my profile. So I listened to this audiobook which ended up also being really good.
Mm.
But I was like, why didn't I get the badge? And it said you have to post in the forum or comment. And I was like, oh no, I'm scared. I don't like doing that. I'll put my review, but I don't want it. I just like have to be brave.
Yeah.
So I did end up commenting. Somebody, the book is really interesting, but there is a lot going on. And someone wrote something like, I found this a little like convoluted at times. It was kind of confusing, and so I commented like, yeah, me too. I felt like I was rewinding the audiobook a lot to like understand like how did we get here again? Like there's a lot going on, but like in doing that, I was like, okay, I'm not participating in this, right? Because I'm giving an opinion, and
Yeah.
so I honestly feel like it's actually become like a good exercise in me having to sit with it and being like, what do I want to say, and is it worth saying? Like, am I coming?
Yeah.
Where am I coming from? Yeah, so I've just been thinking about it a lot lately.
Hell yeah.
How we consume our media and art.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah, wild.
Yeah.
I do want to recommend the audiobooks I've been listening doing as well for lately.
Yeah.
So the one I read was The Ballad of Perilous Graves by Alex Jennings, and it's so
Mm.
I don't want to. It is sort of convoluted in the sense of like they have a really interesting style of moving the narrative where like so for instance, if a scene ends with the characters in point A, in the next scene, you're viewing it from a totally different character you've never ever met before. It's like your first time meeting them, and this person comes across our main characters now in point B. Like that's how they introduce things moving along. So there's just like a lot to keep track of in a way.
Yeah.
Or like suddenly you're like, oh, is this important now? Is this person going to come back later? And in that instance, they didn't. It was like, but there's also kind of an awesomeness to that because it gives more life and context and like fleshes out the world more. So there was a lot of that going on, but it was so cool. It was like music is magic, and that was sort of the magic system, and it's all about these like this city runs on like music, and these songs have like been stolen, so they have to go get them to keep the city running. And it's like very fantastical and wild, but it was like a really good read. And I'm like, I want to read more from this author now. So that one was really good. Cool. And then I'm listening to the audiobook of What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher. And the narrator is the person who played Rain Whispers in the Owl House. And it is so, like, it's so good. It's so good.
Amazing.
It's a retelling of The Fall of the House of Usher by Edgar.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's really interesting. I'm liking it a lot. It's
Hell yeah.
And it's really short. I think Ballad of Perilous Graves was like 17 hours, and this one's like 5.
Nice.
Yeah. But I've been really, really enjoying the audiobooks I've been listening to lately. I've been very happy with my picks. So
hell yeah.
Just throwing them out there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And you just finished Priory of the Orange Tree, I saw.
Yes, I did. Oh my god, I did. Yeah. That was... It's a really good book. It takes you just through a whole journey. It's just... I really enjoyed it. I think there's a few at the end, like, action scenes and stuff that she's describing, and I really struggle with those sometimes, because I was like, I think the way it was being described, I was like, wait, she did what? Wait, what? Where are we? That was kind of hard to get through, but, like, other than that, like, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Like, just the way she built the world and how it all kind of came together was so well done. She's got... The next book is a prequel to that, but it's just as big. And I'm like, okay, I need to, like, take a break first, then I'll come back to this world.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was really good. I recommend that one. It's a good one.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I've got, like, you're allowed. They have, like, a feature on Pagebound where you can plan out your year, like, what you're going to read, in what order, and you can do it yearly or monthly. And I have one more book I was supposed to finish in January. I started in January, but I didn't finish it. But, like, I love, like, seeing my whole year planned out, so I've already got, like, my next books on deck. I'm like, oh, I can't wait. It's so good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start the Oran manga.
Yeah.
I think that'll be my next thing. Oh, and there's a new book coming out in, like, next week, I think, from a series that I read. So I'm gonna buy that and probably read that right away and read that in, like, a day. Can't wait.
Yeah, someone just recommended to me. I actually have the tab open. Let me see if I can remember. So it's the author. I don't think I'm gonna say this right. It's Renee Ahdieh, Ahdieh. Ahdieh. Sorry, I'm totally butchering it. I know, but we were talking about this author because sorry, I don't know if you can hear me. I'm just like, I'm trying to, like, pull it up and see how to say it, but I'm butchering it so bad. So she has this book called The Wrath and the Dawn, which is like a retelling of the Sherazade story, you know, of like telling a story every night to put off being executed. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's that, like, a telling of that. We were just talking about it yesterday, and she has this other series called Flame in the Mist. So I've been told that's really good, and I have that on my TBR too. But I really loved The Wrath and the Dawn. I do recommend that one too. It was
nice.
so good. I also I think I found it because there's a webtoon of it. I'm pretty sure.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I can't.
That's fun.
Oh, so good. I'm so behind on my webtoon readings. I gotta keep up.
Yeah, I'm in a webtoon drought right now because all my main ones are on break, and I'm like, every day I check, and I'm like, is it time yet? Is it time? Someone please come back.
I'm just so overwhelmed. Like, I have so many webtoons to read. Shrinking just came back with its new season. I have to watch the new Trader season. Bridgerton's out. Like, there's just, like, so much media to consume, and I'm also just like,
Yeah.
I can't.
It's a lot.
I also don't want to.
Yeah.
It's, like, overwhelming.
Definitely.
I don't know. That's all I can think of. Did you have anything you wanted to bring up for the ramble, Sid?
Let me see. I don't know if I wrote anything down, but I can bring up a thing I had in... Yeah, I've got nothing written down. Something that I've been thinking about for both, like, in my therapy and for acting, I've been making this, like, interesting connection where, what is it? It's like I've been, with all the upheaval happening in my life right now, there's been, like, I acknowledge what I'm feeling, but I'm not actually feeling it. And then I find, like, I go, oh, I can feel a sadness, or I'm sensing a sadness, but I'm not actually, like, it's not actually in my body. It's like there's a block there. And then I brought it up to my therapist last week, and there was, like, talking to her about it, I was able to, like, cry and actually feel it. And then we were talking about how it's interesting that, like, when I'm on my own, it's hard for me to let myself feel it, but when I'm with someone else, it's easier to, like, feel embodied, I guess, in a way. And then it was making me think, in acting, how, like, in college in acting classes when we had to, like, stand up and do a monologue or whatever in front of everyone, and I always felt like I was struggled because I, like, it felt like the same thing where, like, there was a block of, like, I can't emotionally reach this on my own. But then, like, when I was able to, like, connect with someone, then it felt better or easier. And so I'm, like, trying to, like, make that tie to help me when I get back into acting at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been very grateful to go back to acting class because I feel like leaving school, I don't think I actually knew what my process was at all.
Yeah.
And yeah, I agree. The best I've ever felt is when I've been, like, in it with that other person, right? Like, I'm not thinking about, shit, when's my cue, when's my line, that kind of thing. And, like, I just find embodying the character too hard. Like, it just doesn't...
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it just doesn't always make sense. So I've been trying to just be like, what are they actually even saying? Like, to me. I also feel like I have a problem right now of, like, I read scripts and self-insert immediately. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not just, like, reading and being like, what are they doing? And I feel like that's what I'm working on now. But it's interesting that can you say that again about how it's relating to the therapy?
Yeah, it was, like, for, like, the past, like, week or past 2 weeks, I feel like it's, like, in my head, I'm, like, blanketed as fine. I'm, like, everything's, like, fine. Like, things are happening, but I'm good. And it's hard to, like, I can feel, like, there's, like, a pressure building. The way I'm able to describe it is, like, it's in my sternum. Whereas, like, when I normally feel things, it's, like, right in my chest and my heart. And this is, like, in my sternum, but there's, like, a wall that's not allowing me to feel whatever's pressing up against it. And it's like it feels like a blankness. And so then, but when I was able to, like, talk to my therapist about it, that block wasn't there. And so I was like, it's like we're discovering that, like, on my own, it's hard for me to, like, let myself feel the feelings, even though I'm aware of it. And I go, yeah, I'm feeling that way, but I'm not actually feeling it. Versus when I'm sharing it with someone else, there's, like, an opening there that lets me feel it. It's like we're in the exploratory phase right now, figuring out what that is. But yeah, I've been trying to figure out, I'm like, how do I on my own allow myself to embody the feelings, even though I'm already, because I'm thinking it's like a body thing where I'm, like, too in my head all the time. And it might be because of where I'm living and because I'm very isolated, so I don't interact with people on a day-to-day basis in person. But I'm like, I do, like, yoga, I try to get in my body, so I'm trying to figure out, like, what other thing do I need to do to be like, I can feel the thing. It's interesting.
That is interesting. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for sharing that. I kind of relate to that. I feel like sometimes I have a dissonance between, like, I feel like I can verbalize why I'm upset or, like,
Yeah.
what my thought process is on the feelings.
Mm.
But sometimes I'm like, am I really sitting with it? Like, I think I'm trying to learn what that means, right? Like,
Yes.
am I sitting there just letting myself feel the anger, or, like, is it better for me to be like, okay, I hear you, anger, but this is what the root is? Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emotions are weird. The brain
It
is
is
weird.
Yeah. I feel like, too, it's like I wonder if it's like part of me feels like there's like the caretaker side of the brain where it's like, oh, I want to make sure I feel good and protected and safe and good in whatever way. And I think sometimes that gets in the way of actually allowing myself to feel things as well.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Yeah. But I'm more interested now because I'm like, oh, this is similar to how I feel in acting. So like I can like tie this and utilize this at some point once I crack it, it'll be great.
Well, like, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, what is acting if not drawing on experience and your own emotions to things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Acting is what the fuck? Acting and I'm out of coffee. Acting and emotions are fucking abstract and strange, and I hate it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting.
God. I'm trying to think what else. What else? I don't know. I think that's pretty much it over here for me.
I think that's it for me too.
Ooh, I do have one more quick random thing that is silly and stupid, but Brewer and I have started Dairy Girls, and it's so good. And also, I can't stop talking in the accent. Like, I'm not saying it's good, but like a good accent, but I do love it so much.
It's
like,
great.
I just walk around the kitchen being like, "Catch your cell phone." A wee bit. I don't know. It's so good. The season 1 finale shook me to my core. Have you seen it?
I watched it a few years ago, and I want to do a rewatch because I don't remember much of it.
Okay. So then this won't be like super spoilery, but yeah, I loved how like all of season 1 was just kind of like, it was like light and kind of breezy and just funny, and then they were switching in between like that scene of Orla doing the aerobics for the talent show, and then like the family at home watching the bombing on TV. I was like, God, this is like, I love how they're like handling it. It's so cool. Yeah, and then I was like going on a wiki deep dive about the Troubles because I was like, what is even going on? Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also found out the girl who plays Michelle, I think her name's Jamie. I can't remember. She has like a documentary about Derry because she grew up there. Like, she's from there. And about like all of that stuff. So I want to watch that too.
Definitely. Yeah, it's really good. I remember when I watched it, I had to put on the subtitles because I was like, I'm so sorry, I can't understand what they're saying. But I'm interested now that I've been here for a while. Not that I hear many people with that accent here, but I'm wondering if I'm able to like tune my ear a bit better to understand.
I love it. It's just so good. It's such a good show. All right, that's about all I got.
Yeah, me too.
All right, where do you think we were today?
Feeling couch?
Yeah, couch. Yeah. I agree.
Amazing. Well, thanks for listening. And yeah, we'll catch you next week.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Bye.